And we begin tonight with breaking news at Beachwood Place Mall, where there are many questions tonight over what exactly happened earlier this afternoon.
We have team coverage from first responders to witnesses. Our Russ Mitchell and Amani Abraham both on the scene right now. Russ, the important part is that everyone is safe tonight.
Everyone in the mall, every shopper is safe. That is correct, Lena. Let me break it down for you, tell you what happened. About 3 o'clock this afternoon, police tell us a man was shot outside Saks Fifth Avenue here at the mall. Again, outside, not in the mall. The gunman was taken into custody. He is now in police hands, and the person who was shot was taken by ambulance to the hospital. No word on his condition at this hour. What happened at that point was the mall went into lockdown immediately. No one was allowed to leave. In fact, if you were in a store in the mall at this time, you were taken to a storage area somewhere in the mall just as a precaution. Again, we know people who were in closets. I know one person who was put in a freezer, the way it was described to me for a while, again, just as a precaution. About 10 minutes after that happened, folks were evacuated. The entire mall was evacuated, and as I speak right now, the mall remains closed, and the word is it's probably going to be closed for the rest of the day. Amani Abraham joins me now. She talked to some people who were in the mall when this happened, and I know from driving up here as soon as it happened, it was quite a frenzy at that point.
It was, and when we arrived on scene, it was about 15 minutes after those evacuations were taking place, and that's when we started to hear the accounts from those inside the mall, exactly what happened. Some claim to have heard gunshots. At that point, it was not known where the shooting took place. Beachwood Place Mall placed on lockdown, leaving those inside searching for a place to take cover. Now, we talked to one man who said he was inside a True Religion clothing store when he heard a fight break out nearby. Later, stores were instructed to close their gates.
And all the stores that was adjacent to us, they was making sure people like come in, and make sure you were safe. And they closed the gates down for the shooters, make sure they didn't come back inside the mall. And they made us go into the office in the back to make sure everybody was safe.
Now, he did mention that there was some sort of commotion happening nearby Saks Fifth Avenue, near that clothing store where he was at. But at this point, we don't have those details as to what happened that led to the shooting outside.
A lot of people obviously very frightened in the store this
afternoon. Absolutely.
Yeah, certainly. I know, again, when I came up, there were people running outside. Rumors galore were flying. But again, the news is one person shot. And I should point out that police do tell us these two people knew each other. This was not a random shooting, according to police. These were two people who knew each other, and they are checking things out from there. I can also tell you that police were examining this secondary incident they were talking about, but they don't believe there's anything to that. But as of about 30 minutes ago, police, just as a precaution, were going through every store in the mall just to make sure everything is okay. And just repeating, this mall is closed. It is closed for the rest of the day. No word on whether it will open tomorrow. Russ Mitchell, along with Amani Abraham, reporting live from Beachwood Place Mall. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that team coverage.
Meanwhile, Beachwood has seen its previous incidents at the mall that has made headlines. Last year, March 23rd, a man shot in the mall's parking lot during business hours in what police called a drug deal gone wrong. Police did make one arrest. Then, the day after Christmas in 2016, a chaotic scene. More than 500 teens involved in a disturbance that shut down Beachwood Place Mall. It was one of several malls across the country where fights erupted that day, all loosely organized on social media. The incident led to policy changes at Beachwood Place, requiring shoppers under the age of 18 to have adult supervision.
And of course, we will continue to update this story across all of our digital platforms, and we will welcome your comments and photos as well as we continue to follow this story. Of course, you can always find us on WKYC.com, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.